Welcome to my tarot card reading for the month of September 2014. Remember, this is a general reading. The reading is for worldwide politics, economics, finances, etc. General reading. Okay, so here we have the moon, which has a sword stabbing a heart. We have Ogum, and we have Iku. And Iku in the Yoruba mythology is not an Orisha, is an entity, and it represents exactly that, death, literal death. Therefore, what we have here is Ogum, and he works and operates very similar to Uranus, where he's working really hard to help humanity evolve, to develop new technologies, to develop new things, new ways, new approaches. He's always looking for the humans to evolve in a good way, in a good sense. So notice that we have here the moon. So in other words, what the tarot cards are saying, during the month of September, there is going to be a strong tendency of many nations, presidents, however you want to call it, but many nations are going to work really hard to heal wounds or old wounds. The thing is that there is a process that is going to start during the month of September for healing purposes. Let's put it like that. So that means there's a lot of diplomacy, trying to make amendments, try to fix whatever it is to solve the problem or the situation that caused a lot of grief, a lot of pain, a lot of rebellion, whatever it is. There's going to be a lot of diplomacy during this time of the year, if we can call it like that. Okay, a lot of talking, a lot of meetings with the purpose of bringing a solution to all this problem, all this chaos, all these battles, wars, whatever it is. That's the kind of reading that the tarot cards are talking about. But now we have Iku here, and Iku here is announcing that things get stagnant or they died off. Therefore, there's going to be initiatives, but they're not going anywhere. They might die off, or simply something happens that slows down the process and eventually kills it. That's technically what the tarot cards are announcing, and that's the opening of the reading for September 2014. We have the rest of the reading, the second part. We have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Fool. The Three of Swords is representing Uranus and Libra, and we have the Fool representing Aquarius, Uranus, Scorpio. Notice that we have Aquarius, air sign, Libra, air sign. We have two air signs related with the intellect, with thinking process, thinking patterns. And then we have Uranus and Uranus again, twice. So we should be prepared for big surprises, things that we're not expecting during the month of September. It's going to be full of surprises. That's technically what the tarot cards are saying. Many things are going to be hidden. We could say enemies, spies. There's going to be a lot of rebellion. Technically speaking, Uranus is also related with rebellion. So we're going to start seeing this dynamic, and highly probably is this dynamic that might affect this process that I mentioned previously. And that's what we're going to start seeing. We also have to remember Libra, we have to think about like a judge, but then we have Uranus. Therefore, we could say that during the month of September, there's going to be a rebellion or changes, drastic changes in relationships, be it neighboring countries or allies. again, we're going to start seeing this very same dynamic that I've been announcing for a while already, and we are seeing already what is happening with Ukraine, Russia, United States, Germany, Europe. We're going to start seeing that dynamic, a change of mind, a change in opinion, be it biased or not. There's going to be a change in attitude towards a specific topic or situations, be it financial, economic, political. We're going to start seeing that during the month of September again. That's what we're going to start seeing. We have the third part of the reading. Here we have the weeks for each week for September. We have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is the only thing is announcing is that during the month of September, the first week of September especially, we're going to start seeing a lot of reconstruction, building, rebuilding, and not only that, there's also this kind of energy that it feels like there is some kind of anger, frustration probably, but it's more like anger, maybe jealousy, but it's anger, this kind of strong energy, but is also related with rebuilding, reconstruction. So we have to see what is happening during the first week of September, because the main topic is rebuilding, reconstruction. Then for the second week of September, what we have is then the frustration, when someone loses a battle, that kind of feeling, that feeling of frustration when you don't win, failure. Okay, that kind of feeling is the one that is going to be the feeling, the emotion, the energy that is manifesting during the second week of September. By the third week of September, we are going to start seeing that the boat sinks, but also travel, a lot of traveling involved, trips, voyage, traveling, whatever way you want to call it, is also emphasized during this time of the year, but also sinking, a lot of talk. So we have to pay attention what is happening during the third week of September, that all this is emphasized. By the third week of September, what we're going to start seeing is a period of a lot of thinking, a lot of brooding. That's technically what is happening here. So humans, technically speaking, countries are going to rely heavily, it could be on the justice system, the United Nations, whatever is the organism, or courts, whatever it is, but they're thinking, contemplating, a lot of thinking, a lot of brooding during the last week of September. Then, when we put together these cards as a horizontal and vertical line, we have a very interesting dynamic that sheds more light of what is going to be happening during the month of September. And then here we have traveling, trips, voyage, a lot of talking, and also a boat that sinks. When I say a boat sinks, it means that the situation gets out of hand, it crumbles. And here we see, talking about reconstruction here, building or rebuilding. So whatever it is, the dynamic, there is a lot of talking, probably diplomacy. It could be talking because trying to set arrangements, whatever it is. The thing is that whatever it is that sinks, it's going to push nations, countries, or regions, and we have to think about Ukraine, to it sinks, and then the reconstruction starts. I'm just giving you an example so you understand what is the dynamic here, and that's what the targets are talking about here. Then we have here, there's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of thinking related with this failure, this feeling that it didn't work out, that they lost the battle, they lost the fight. That's kind of that's the kind of feeling that we're going to have. we have to pay attention that, because the reading really here is about split, separation, sigma. That's the main topic for September. And when we put this together, that we have here is liberation. There are going to be countries that are going to be liberated. In other words, they're going to separate from the region. It could be that Ukraine finally splits into two, or whatever it is, but there's going to be a separation, a split, a sigma, a liberation. And the thing is that there's going to be an economic interest involved in all this stuff, because we have the Six of Cups here letting us know that there is something that has been given. There is some interest in between. So we have to see what is the dynamic. But what it sounds like is very interesting. There's going to be a lot of reconstruction, rebuilding, that is going to crumble down, bring down probably economies, political parties, whatever it is going to bring down something, and it's going to start bringing liberation, some sort of liberation that is going to spark a reconstruction of whatever it is. Could it be related with Russia and the reconstruction of new pipelines? It could be anything. It's just reconstruction. Could it be weapons of destruction? Is contemplated. The idea is that's the dynamic that we have here, but there are special interests involved. There's money involved in all this reconstruction, and the sense of we failed, we didn't get what we want, we lost the battle, that kind of feeling that we have for September 2014. Right? Here we have what I call the trilogy, and the trilogy has the Hangman, the Nine of Coins, and the Hierophant, or the Priest, or the Pope. And here what we have is very simple. The Tartars are talking about liberation. Again, split, sigma, independence. So during the month of September, we're going to see that many places are going to win an independence from the region, the country, whatever it is. They're going to separate, they're going to split. So it could mean that there's going to be, might be a country from the European Union that finally walks out of the Union. If not, it is contemplated. It has been contemplated, and they're going to start thinking about it. They're going to start playing the movie of what if we break off. But there is a possible break off congealing in some countries, or one specific country, because this is a general reading. Okay, and then we have here the Ten of Staff, and then we have the Six of Swords. Therefore, the tarot cards are saying that there's going to be a getting rid of a load, a baggage, which elicits that a collapse. Could be a collapse, a political collapse, a financial collapse, economic collapse, whatever it is, the boat sinks. Things get out of hand. When you get rid of the baggage, the load, then we have this dynamic that things get out of hand. But then there's also communication. There's going to be a lot of talking of trying to see how we can fix that. So they will be asking for help. Okay? And then here we have a loss, but this loss has been overcome, and now they are concentrating. They realize there was a loss, but now it's time for rebuilding, reconstruction, and whatever it means, that rebuilding, that reconstruction for September 2014. We have the last portion that I usually use it for advice and a message. And here notice that we have the Nine of Cups looking to this, and then we have the Saint Michael, the Justice, looking at us, looking the consultant, and then we have Saint James looking at us, the consultant. Therefore, it's like letting us know that the solution is within us. The Nine of Cups is letting us know that we have to come back to. We have to come back to what? St. James is related with peace, but it's upside down. There's war. So if we want peace, we want all these stupid wars to come to an end, we really need to conquer our inner demons. Let's put it like that. That's technically what the tarot cards are saying. We really need to be more tolerant, represented here by the scale, Libra. So we really need to learn how to be learn to be neutral, tolerant, without not being biased, judgmental, etc., etc. Technically, that's what the tarot cards are talking about. That's what they are referring to. Okay.